Good morning, everybody. How are you? So I am here today to show you guys how to give your face a little dimension. A lot of the times when you put foundation on, as I have right now, I just have foundation on. I don't have any blush, nothing like that. My face looks very flat. Our natural coloring, we have a little more color on our cheeks because the way the sun hits us, we get this kind of natural shadow and dimensions to our face. So when we're putting a foundation color on, we're just putting a flat color, one flat color. So no, you don't want your face to just look flat. A lot of the times you'll be like, wow, I feel like I look washed out. If you're just wearing just straight foundation. So I'm going to show you guys how you can give yourself some dimension, which is going to be contouring, maybe a highlight, maybe a blush. So I'm going to show you different ways. I'm going to show you with cream contour on this side, and I'm going to show you how you can apply it with just like a bronzer on this side of my face. Just to give you guys a little options. Options are good, right? Oh my God, my neck hurts. Do you ever just like sleep on your neck wrong and it's like the worst thing in the world? That's definitely what I did last night. So I am just going to go ahead and take a darker foundation color and use that as my contour. So this is going to seem way darker. It's going to be like, oh my gosh. It's going to be like when you see those makeup tutorial videos. And you're like, oh my God, she's putting that on her face. So you can use cream. There's no problem using cream. So it's just really a matter of preference, I feel like. And so you're gonna want to give yourself a shadow and dimension where you want to kind of chisel your face. I have a bigger forehead, so I'm going to use this darker color as a shadow to give my the people that look at me an illusion that this is just not as prominent of a feature. I'm going to put a darker line here so it looks like I have a more chiseled cheek. So my cheekbone will pop up higher. I'm going to go underneath here just to kind of accentuate my jawline a little bit more, to give it more of a chiseled jaw. So yeah, it's really kind of a matter of preference on what you like. If you like cream, if you like powders. I feel like creams give you more of a bolder look, and because they can be layered with powders too to give you really more of a dramatic contour if that's what you're looking for. And I also like to go underneath here. This is a fun little tip, because what it does, it creates this fold, so it makes your lip look bigger. So I like to do that. And I also am going to go on the side of my nose with this. I'm going to go a little darker just for camera purposes. That's a fun fact too. When I'm actually doing my makeup on here, it actually looks bolder in person than with the camera, which is funny. So there you go. That is just going to give my face a little dimension. And now I'm just going to go in on this side with a powder, which is not going to seem as bold. It's easier to blend. So if you're really new to contouring, I really recommend a powder. I feel like it's easier to blend out for beginners. So if you're a beginner contour person, I definitely would go in with a bronzer. It's just easier to blend personally. But I'm going to go in with we actually just came out with a bunch of new matte bronzers, which I love. Because I'm going to have to go back and blend this one in. This one, you kind of are applying and blending at the same time. So it's good if you're in a rush too, and really you're going to get pretty much the same effect. If you're in a rush, oh, hello, bronzer at the bottom. And this one's going to be much quicker. So you're going to do basically like a 3 if you want to shorten your forehead, chisel your cheek, contour your jawline. Oh no, I hear the baby. I hear the baby. Trying to get him down for a nap. Oh boy. This is everybody set for Thanksgiving. I'm like trying to make my list of stuff I need to go food shopping. I'm like dreading going food shopping. It's like, does anybody know the miracle time to go food shopping for Thanksgiving? Because I feel like Wednesday is like a death sentence, so I don't want to do that. Probably going to go on Tuesday. So there is your contour. So as you can tell, it just kind of chiseled out my face a little bit more. Shortened up my forehead and just chiseled everything out. Like I said, the bronzer powder is much easier. So now I'm going back to the cream contour that I use, and I am just taking my beauty blender and blending it out. So as you can tell, you really get the same effect. Oh, too much. You don't want to look like you have like a weird chin mustache. Like, what the hell is that? And I'm just going to blend this. Oh, I didn't go in. Didn't do my nose. And this just kind of gives a little more definition to your nose. If your nostrils are out more, you can contour those if you want them to not stand out as much. So there you go. You can see it's really the same. Just a matter of preference on how you like to apply. Like I said, beginners, I definitely recommend using a powder first, and then you can go back. And then when you're using a cream, you do need to set it. So you can either use a translucent setting powder, or you can actually go in with your bronzer and just set on top of that. And just give it a little more depth and definition. So there you guys have it. That's your contour. And now blush is great. I love, love, love blush. Most of us usually have a little bit of redness to our face. A lot of the times we don't like it, so we cover it with foundation. But a blush gives it like a pretty redness to your face. It's pinks, peaches. It's not that ruddy red that we get when our skin is irritated or inflamed. So it's different. I deal with a lot of people that are like, why would I want to put blush on when I'm using foundation to cover the redness? It's just a different tone than the red that you're trying to mask with your foundation. So I am going to go in with peachy, which has like been my favorite lately. If you are a warm toned girl like me, this is such a very, very pretty shade. I mean, even if you're fair, it's really nice too. So I'm going to go in. And give my face a little color. So as you can see, it just gives it that nice, natural flushed look. Not this, oh my gosh, splotchy redness that I have underneath my foundation. Because that's what I have. I just have natural residual redness. It has gone down tremendously since I've changed my skincare and have been using better products, but it's still there. So I definitely like to be using a foundation to cover it. But the blush just gives your natural flushed color back to your face. And it's pretty. It's a pretty color. It's not ugly red. Oh, the baby. Oh. Okay, so there's that. And then you can go in with the highlighter, and you can use it to, a highlighter reflects light, so it bounces off, so it actually makes wherever you're applying the highlighter appear larger. So a lot of people will put highlighter on their Cupid's bow to make that top part of their lip stand up. So as you see, we put a shadow under here to make this look bigger, and then this part is actually going to make it look higher with a little bit of a highlight. A lot of people like to put it right on their cheekbones to pop their cheekbones out a little bit more. We have a really good blush called number 6, called Glowing, which is really, really nice as just a highlight. Because it's not, if you're not like, oh my gosh, if you're not a highlighter queen and you're like, oh my God, I want like strobe light on my face, this is great. It's really natural, it's really pretty, but it just gives that little bit of shimmer on the top. And as you can see, it just, boop, makes the light pop off of that top part of your cheekbone a little bit more to give it that plumper look. Some people like to put it on their nose. Some people like to put it on their forehead. I'm like, girl, my forehead's big enough and my nose is big enough. I don't need that in my life. And then I put a little bit here. So that's where I like to put highlights. Sometimes I'll put a little bit on my chin just to accentuate that area and make my lip and everything look bigger. And then I just top it off with a setting spray. My face needs this extra hydration with my setting spray. So this is going to make my makeup last all day, which is great. So there you guys have it. That is how to not make your face look flat with once you apply foundation. You add a little bit of contour, whether you want to use cream or bronzer. You can apply a little bit of a blush to give that natural flush color back to your face, and a little bit of a highlight on the cheekbones, cupid bows, and wherever you want to accentuate those features. So I'm going to jump off because I'm trying to go upstairs and try to get Logan back down for a nap. He's getting crabby up there, so got to go attend to the babes. But I hope you guys enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy and have a good day. Bye, guys. Love you. Mwah.